है। और आज हम लोग फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर के ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बिहेवियर के 9th चैप्टर के ऊपर डिस्कस करेंगे। ऑलरेडी भी हम अपने वीडियोस में डिस्कस कर चुके हैं कि दीज आर द शॉर्ट वीडियोस विच आर डेफिनेटली be helpful for revision purpose, maybe just before the exams or maybe a day before, if you are not able to just cover up the complete book, or you're not able to cover up the lectures of NMMS on your students portal. So maybe you can just refer these quick short videos as a way of smart learning. And in this, we will cover the important descriptive questions as well, because we all know that descriptive questions cover 20 marks, which is a good volume. And if you easily able to just attempt those two questions, then definitely you can easily pass and score good marks in your exam. So let's start with this chapter, and in parallel in between we will discuss के इस chapter में कौन से important topics है which are important for descriptive purpose, right? सो लेट्स स्टार्ट। सो सबसे पहले अगर हम बात करें, सो दिस चैप्टर इज ऑल अबाउट स्ट्रेस, जो कि सारे स्टूडेंट्स हमारे एग्जाम के टाइम पे ले रहे हैं। सो सबसे पहले इट्स इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ द स्ट्रेस। स्ट्रेस इज सिंपली अ फिजिकल स्टेट और द मेंटल स्टेट वेयर वी आर नॉट एबल टू जस्ट वर्क प्रॉपर्ली। इट्स stressful, and we are not able to cope up with the things. And stress is basically you can say it's a emotional, you can say emotional or the physiological or the cognitive or response, whatever, it's a type of response we can say. अगर हम इसमें बेसिक स्कूल्स ऑफ थॉट की बात करें तो देयर इज समथिंग थ्री concepts like stress is a defensive mechanism. Stress follows the three stages of alarm, resistance, and exhaustion. The prolonged stress could lead in the diseases, right? The next is the workspace stress. जब भी हम वर्कस्पेस में काम कर रहे हैं उससे रिलेटेड स्ट्रेस के ऊपर डिस्कस हुआ है, स्ट्रेस एक्सपीरियंस के ऊपर डिस्कस हुआ है। दीज टॉपिक्स आर जस्ट टू रीड इट once, so we are not covering in depth because these are not much important from exam perspective. Then next comes as the work stress model, which is important, जहाँ पे हम थ्री मॉडल्स के ऊपर बात करते हैं। फर्स्ट वन इज JDR model. If you talk about the full form, it's a job demands and resources model, right? So it simply classified the stress into the two categories. The one is D, second is R. So D is for demand and R is for resources, right? So it's basically says that it is divided into two processes. The first process, which is termed as the health impairment process, involves the job demands that will lead to the job strain. And the second process is the motivational process that is associated with the job resources. Right. So it is divided into two categories. Right. It also suggests some things like individuals must bring in resources to prevent the loss of resources. Individuals with a greater pool of resources are less susceptible to resources loss. Those who do not have the access to the strong resources are more likely to the experience increased loss. The strong resource pools leads to a greater likelihood than individuals seeking opportunities to risk resources for increased green resources. So in term, it's all about the demand and the resources. So जितने resources आपके पास ज़्यादा होंगे उतना stress आपका कम होगा, demand obviously आपकी कम रहेगी. So it's about JDR model. Then second comes as the demand control model. It's DCR model. So it says it is divide. It is a function of two key factors. One is the workspace demand, and second one is the control that an employer has in meeting those demands. Right? अगर आप it's simple के the job stress, it's a function of job demand and the job control. Right? So job demand, it's basically the job responsibilities, work pressure. Job control is how you manage all the things to achieve the job demands. Right? Then last comes as the effort reward imbalance. It's simple like effort and the reward imbalance. So effort required by the employee and the reward received to the employee. जहाँ पे उसका imbalance होगा, आपने काम बहुत किया, आपको reward नहीं मिला, then you feel stressed, right? So this is about the all three models. Then next comes as the stress sources. अगर हम sources की बात करें, so there are three key sources, or you can say the factors. One is the environmental factor, second is the organizational factor, third is the personal factor. So first is basically the external factors, right? Maybe via political or technological or economic, any factors which forms the part of external factors. Then organization, it's basically the internal factor, or you can say the within the organization, maybe due to extensive workload, work pressure, overload, a non-friendly environment, boss is not good, unpleasant workers, you need to work in the silos and lot many things. Last is the personal factor. So personal is basically you're having some personal issues, or maybe you're having some family issues. So this forms the part of the personal factors. Some other factors are also being provided, like the perception, job experience, social support, personality trait also forms the part of the self-esteem, forms the part of the stress sources. Then next comes as the stress level. This is important from a descriptive question. Expect maybe one question may come. Sometimes we have seen this question comes on the stress level, where we just define the three stress levels: individual, group, and organization. It's as the name suggests, individual is the level of that individual level. Group is basically categorized like the lack of group support or social support. It's the group stress. And finally the organization level, which is due to the organization, or we can say within the organization. Then next comes as the stress outcomes. So if we talk about the stress outcome, then it can be psychological, behavioral, physiological, or the organizational. And if you talk about the performance relationship between the stress and the performance, so it's a ulta curve which we draw. It's a ulta U curve, right? So it says कि जब आपका stress कम है तो परफॉर्मेंस आपकी बढ़ेगी, राइट? लो है, लो है, लो है, लो है, इंक्रीज होगी, इंक्रीज होगी, इंक्रीज होगी। देन वन पॉइंट में कम जहां पे आपकी परफॉर्मेंस मैक्सिमम हो गई, और आपका जो स्ट्रेस लेवल है वो भी आपका मैक्सिमम हो गया, राइट? अब उसके बाद क्या होगा, बंदा फ्रस्ट्रेट होगा, देन इट विल स्टार्ट डिक्रीजिंग, 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 एंड द परफॉर्मेंस विल गेट डिक्रीजिंग एंड स्ट्रेस level will get increasing, right? So this is the diagram which is being shown in the book, so you can refer to that as well. Then next comes as the stress management. So how you manage the stress? It's basically the primary level, or maybe at the micro environmental level, or the employee level, or you can say primary or secondary level of stress management, which helps you to just manage the stress. So primary or secondary. Primary is basically the organizational changes at a macro level, or the micro environment level strategies, or the employee level strategies. And the secondary level, it's basically more or less it's the tertiary level stress management. So this is all about this chapter, and we have covered two or three important topics from exam perspective. And if you have any doubts or any issue, just feel free to just ping me at ngsc.mba@gmail.com. If you like this video, do like and do subscribe and stay connected for next videos. Thank you so much.